Hello friends, welcome to Gardening with Creekside. I am Jenny and today we are going to highlight some great perennials, shrubs, and trees that you can plant right now in your garden to give you massive fall color now, but also to give you 3 more seasons of gorgeous interest. These are all fantastic shrubs and trees for not only our southern region, but also all over the whole nation. So let's get started. First, we are going to look at 3 perennials, and these are all similar in that they are going to be low-growing evergreen perennials. So first one I have for you is I'm going to show you the tag because I know how much you lovely folks love your good tags. This is Black Pearl Heuchera, and this is a proven winner's perennial. It is an amazing, gorgeous heuchera that can do sun or shade. It's fantastic. So we love this black pearl because one of its gorgeous foliage. It is the more shade, it gets more of a black in the sun. It turns on like a little bit of a purple hue to it. It is evergreen, it is low growing, it is hardy in zones 4 to 9, so extremely versatile. It is only going to get about 8 to 10 inches tall, and then it'll spread out just a little bit. It makes this gorgeous mound. You can use it in the landscape and you can use it in a container. If you remember when we did the chair, the fall planting of the chair, I used this black pearl. It is also deer resistant. I know you are always asking for more deer resistant plants. Well, this is a great one. Also, for us southerners, the black pearl is a villosa species of heuchera. What does that mean? It means that the villosas are native to the southeast United States. They can handle our heat and humidity better than any other heucheras. In fact, if you've ever had some experience with heucheras in the past and they just kind of peter out and they just don't do well, I would really encourage you to try some from the villosa species because, like I said, they are native to this region. They can handle our heat and humidity the best out of all of them. So we have Black Pearl is a gorgeous one. Now, I love to pair Black Pearl with the Lemon Love. First, let's just look at that foliage. Let's just all take a moment and appreciate the gorgeous foliage contrast between these beautiful plants. So, Lemon Love, let me show you all the fantastic details. You also might know heucheras as coral bells, so that's another very familiar term for it. Now, take a look. This is one that we are growing from a little plug. So look at that. Can you see that? Again, hardy in zones 4 to 9. Ah, don't you love that color? I do. I have one of these in, if you've been to the nursery or seen the videos when we go right across the bridge into the pines, right on my, when I walk across the bridge, it would be on my right in a container. I have a Lemon Love heuchera in that container. This would be its 2nd season in there, and it is massive. I mean, it is just a huge plant. Again, this is the villosa species of heucheras. It clearly does amazingly well. Even in the winter, it sits in that pot and does fantastic because, again, hardy in zones 4 to 9. Very, very cold tolerant and very heat tolerant. Love this one because it does little tiny cream flowers in the early summer. So heucheras in general are known for their foliage. They are definitely a foliage plant, but they will do these really sweet little stalks of blooms. And so depending on what the plant is will be dependent on what your color of the bloom is. So the Black Pearl is like a nice white. This is a creamy white also. Now, where Black Pearl can do sun or shade, this is going to be a shade loving plant. If it gets 4 hours of sun, it's okay, but there you go. Just absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous. Love it. Now, I have one more perennial that is very similar to the other 2. Again, let's just take a moment to appreciate this beautiful fall foliage color. Oh, this one is such a beauty. Absolutely gorgeous. Here is your tag for all you sweet people. Fun and Games, Red Rover. Huh? You know, I mean, the people at Proven Winners, they are awesome with their naming of the plants. You know, I mean, if you were a child and you had a great childhood, you had to play, you know, Red Rover, Red Rover. So anyway, I digress. But, all right. This is a heuchera, so it's going to be a little bit different than the last two, but it is extremely easy to grow. It too is of the villosa species, so it will handle our heat and humidity extremely well. It is going to be hardy again in zones 4 to 9. You sense the theme here? Very cold tolerant, very heat tolerant. It is going to prefer that more shade to part shade. We have these growing underneath the pines where it gets just dappled sunlight. It never gets full direct sun, and you can see that gorgeous color. So all the red is that new growth, just those gorgeous deep lobed leaves, and it will do again creamy white blooms on it in late spring, early summer, and it is deer resistant also. So there you go. Now let's talk about a couple of shrubs. These are not new to gardening with Creekside. We have talked about these many times before, but I have to just share them with you once again. So we're going to do this. See if Jerry can we get that tag? He tells me. Yeah. Okay. So this is the candy corn Spirea from Proven Winners. Again, it has beautiful foliage on it. Your new growth has that great red. Then you'll have yellow and orange in there. It is, again, another deer resistant shrub. Spirea is going to be a nice low mounding shrub. It is deciduous, so in the wintertime it will lose its leaves. Early spring it comes back and just bounces back with absolutely gorgeous red, orange, yellow, lime green colors on it, and then it does hot pink flowers in the late spring. Just gorgeous, very kind of soft, foamy looking blooms, I guess you would say. Really exquisite. But I mean, if you remember when we planted these aqua pots, we put that in here in our pots. So all of these plants, even that I'm showing you, can do great in a container. So as long as you have a large enough container, you can put them in there. So love that candy corn Spirea. This plant we use all the time. This is from Southern Living. This is Purple Daydream Loropetalum. So again, get the tag for you up. Sorry, this is an interesting way to do this. Look at that color. Deep, deep burgundy purple foliage on it. It is an evergreen, so we love that. Now, if you've had experience with loropetalums in the past, and maybe it wasn't a very good experience, like we have some at our house that are easily 12 to 15 feet tall. And if you have that in the wrong spot, it is not a fun plant to have. We love the Purple Daydream to put in front of foundations, right in front of your house, large pots, because they are only going to be like 2 to 3 feet tall and 3 to 4 feet wide. Absolutely fantastic. Again, another deer resistant plant. Yay for that. They are also called Chinese Fringe flowers because in late winter, early spring, they will put on hot pink blooms that look like they have been shredded. So they're very fringy, hence the name of Chinese Fringe flower. But you'll see them, it'll just be this glow of hot pink foliage. Really pretty. You cannot beat that as a evergreen, extremely low maintenance. Bugs do not like this. Japanese beetles don't like it. Japanese beetles don't like any of these plants that we are showing you. So if you're a southerner or if you have Japanese beetles in your area, that's a really big deal for you also. All right, now you can see how we have these two together. They absolutely pop off of each other. This is another great one. We talk about this all the time here at Gardening with Creekside. This is the Sunshine Ligustrum from Southern Living Plant Collection. Let's see. Got it? Kind of sort of, Jerry says yes. Okay. Cannot beat that great yellow lime green foliage. Hi. So I'm gonna put this one down for right now. Well, we'll put it back over here. It is hardy in zones, I want to say 6 through 10. Let's see if we can find it really quick. It's not showing me. Where is it? Yes, 6 through 10, very good. So it is full sun. Now, the more sun that it gets, the brighter yellow that the foliage will be. If it does get too much shade, it will start to turn just a great green shade. So it's not that it won't survive in the shade, it's just that you're not going to get that big pop of color. Extremely easy, low maintenance, gets 3 to 6 feet tall. We prune ours once a year just to kind of keep them in check and keep them neat and tidy and nice and compact and full all the way through. Love that one. And I have one more shrub to show you. Now, Pearl Glam is from Proven Winners. And this is called a beauty berry. So let's get, well, first of all, I don't even know how to show this to you because it's just so much prettiness in here. All right, we're gonna go for this way. Jerry, you're gonna have to help me here. All right, can you see all those great berries? Yes, and you see that bright purple color? This is a heavy plant. It's well watered. All right, there is Pearl Glam. That is the tag for you from Proven Winners. Whew, that was a workout. We love this because, for a couple of different reasons. One, right now, it has those, I mean, absolutely gorgeous berries. There's so many berries on this that it's pulling down the limbs because they are so heavy. It is called a beauty berry because it has beautiful berries on it in the fall. Now, beauty berries. One, they are a great natural mosquito repellent. So if you have an issue with mosquitoes and you're looking for some natural ways to take care of it, this is a great one. It is hardy in zones 5 to 8. It is full sun. It's basically going to get 4 to 5 feet tall and wide, but it blooms on new growth. So if you need to keep it right at, you know, a 3-foot mark or a 4-foot mark, you can easily prune it in late winter and keep it nice and compact for you. But Pearl Glam is unique because it is more vertical than it is wide. So even if you have a tight space that you need some height in, Pearl Glam would be a beautiful one. Now, I said that it blooms on new growth. What happens is that in early spring, it gets this gorgeous dark purple foliage on it. That's how it emerges. And then you will get little white flowers that start to bloom at the base of the stem and work their way up. Those blooms will actually turn into these berries. So you can see that on the tip of the stem, the berries are still kind of just a light burgundy, kind of a greenish hint, and then deeper down in, they were that brilliant purple. So as they mature, they turn on that purple, bright purple color, just really, really beautiful in the spring or summer when those blooms are all in flower. The pollinators absolutely love them. So if you're looking to attract honeybees and bumblebees, this is another great option for you. And it is deer resistant. So we have tons of deer resistant options for all you folks who have unfortunately had to battle deer in your garden. Now we have one tree that we have here that I am excited to show you. This is a holly tree. Now, before you start throwing things at your screen and telling me how awful hollies are, hear me out. We love, this is an Oakland Holly from Southern Living Plant Collection. You can tell it's got these beautiful, lots of new foliage on it. It is called an Oakland Holly because the leaves are a great classic oak leaf shape. As far as hollies go, it is not extremely prickly. I mean, I can sit here and touch it. I mean, yes, it is a little pokey, but it's not anything that's going to absolutely pierce you. I mean, there you go. It's okay. This is a great one for compact spaces because it will get 15 to 20 feet tall, but only 12 to 15 feet wide. Again, hollies, you can keep them maintained and pruned. It is hardy in zones 6 to 9. And yes, it does do the gorgeous red berries in the winter. You do not have to have another pollinator holly for it to get those gorgeous red berries. When we were getting ready to do this video, Jerry said, can you imagine putting this either in your yard or a really large container, and then at Christmas time it's covered in those red berries and you put some lights on it and it's just this gorgeous Christmas decoration in your yard. So Obviously, hollies are deer resistant also because anything with really kind of coarse texture to it, the deer tend to stay away from. So a holly is a great option for it. This is going to be full sun to part shade, just to kind of give you an idea. But this is a great, beautiful holly. I think hollies a lot of times get a bad rap because landscapers or people who are building their house, they'll put a nice little tiny petite holly right on the corner of their house, and they don't think about, you know, what is this going to look like in 10, 15, 20 years, and then it's absolutely overtaking their house because they planted it way too close. Oakland is a great choice for a foundation planting on the corner of your house because it's not going to overwhelm your house as long as you put it a nice safe distance away. So I hope you have found this helpful. I hope this has given you some ideas of some perennials and shrubs and trees to add to your landscape this fall. They will give you lots of years of enjoyment and lots of interest all year round. As always, thank you so much for gardening with Creekside. Please make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and we will see y'all next time. Have a fantastic day. Bye, friends.